Hello everyone, welcome to the Film Recaps. Today I'm going to explain a science fiction action film called Beyond Skyline. Be ready for some spoilers ahead. In the depths of space, a dying woman named Rose is taken aboard an alien spaceship by several men for treatment. Elsewhere in Los Angeles, former detective Mark visits the police department to get his son Trent out of jail. At the station, he meets Officer Garcia, an old friend who helps him out. Frustrated with his son's behavior, Mark initially asks Garcia to keep Trent locked up, but after Garcia warns him that this is Trent's final chance, he changes his mind. Later on, Trent is set free, and it seems like the relationship between them is not too good for some reasons. On their way home, Trent finally explains that he got into trouble after a man insulted him, prompting him to respond with punches, something that surprisingly makes Mark proud. Meanwhile, outside the station, several blue lights begin falling from the sky. Suddenly, the train crashes, loses power, and comes to a stop. Mark approaches the train operator Audrey, who claims that the radio has mysteriously stopped working. Meanwhile, the train violently shakes for the second time, causing all the passengers to panic. Audrey tries to calm them down when suddenly a voice over the radio warns them not to look at the blue lights. The passengers ignore the warning and attempt to leave on their own. Mark leads them to escape through underground tunnels. They eventually arrive at a subway station where Trent spots a blue light starts following it. Trent and a woman accidentally look into the light, becoming dazed. Fortunately, Mark arrives on time and rescues his son. Meanwhile, Garcia is left confused when he discovers that everyone at the police station has vanished except for his colleague Jones. Grabbing a shotgun, he and Jones step outside to check the situation, only to be horrified by what they see. The entire population is being pulled into the sky by the blue lights, sucked into an enormous alien mothership. After Trent regains consciousness, Mark and the other survivors retreat into the underground tunnels, where they coincidentally run into Garcia. The group decide to walk through the tunnel and stay overnight there to avoid any threats outside. The next day, Mark carefully peeks outside and is terrified to see several fighter jets approaching the alien mothership, but all of them are being destroyed by the aliens. One of the missiles hits the mothership and causes a huge explosion, which causes the underground tunnel to fall apart. As the survivors, including Sarge, who is blind, attempt to leave the tunnel, they encounter an alien that grabs Garcia. However, Mark grabs a shotgun and relentlessly starts shooting at it. It seems that Mark successfully kills the alien and frees Garcia, but the creature suddenly revives and rips Jones's brain from her head. They then realize that the alien requires a brain to survive, and it begins attacking them once more. The survivors attempt to escape, and Mark manages to destroy the alien by causing an explosion. Meanwhile, the alien mothership is repairing itself and starts flying again. As they try to flee the city, they are confronted by another alien. Garcia volunteers to hold it off to buy time for his friends, but the alien overpowers him and pulls him in. Eventually, the survivors reach a port where another enormous alien appears, sucking them all into the alien mothership. Moments later, Mark wakes up and finds himself among unconscious humans whose brains are being extracted by the alien, and their bodies are being discarded. The arm targets Trent, so Mark shoots it to distract the arm, which drawing the attention of the alien leader, who decides to suck everyone into another chamber. Mark almost gets caught by the arm, but narrowly escapes falling and getting his leg stuck in part of the ship, which prevents him from free falling. He climbs back to the mothership and discovers numerous pregnant female corpses. Meanwhile, the alien leader is shown attempting to attack another part of Earth to collect more brains. Just then, Mark encounters a blue-eyed alien. Suddenly, a red-eyed alien appears and helps him by ripping the blue-eyed alien's brain from its head. Mark follows the alien and encounters a woman named Elaine, who is about to give birth. It turns out that the red-eyed alien was once Jared, Elaine's former boyfriend. His brain had been implanted into the alien machine, but Jared somehow managed to retain control and wasn't fully affected by the humanoid after seeing that his girlfriend was still alive. With Mark's help, Elaine gives birth to a baby girl, but tragically passes away during the process. Mark promises Jared that he will get his daughter off the ship, and Jared decides to help him find his son. Along the way, the alien places Mark's hand into a strange hole and equips him with an alien weapon. It's also revealed that Jared intends to destroy the mothership. Eventually, they reach the control room where the alien leader appears unexpectedly. Jared sends Mark and the baby to another chamber. Meanwhile, the alien leader battles him and easily overpowers him. After securing the child in a safe place, Mark manages to find Trent and Audrey, who have freed themselves and are trying to escape. They reunite with Mark and try to help Sarge, but an alien's arm appears and kills Trent. Mark is enraged and fights the alien, and thanks to his new weapon, manages to kill it. Suddenly, the alien leader enters and attempts to kill the baby, but Sarge intervenes only to be wounded by the creature. Jared uses his remaining strength before dying to destroy the mothership, causing it to crash. Mark and the other survivors survive the crash and manage to escape the ship. The ship crashes in Laos, where local residents, including Kanya and Sua, are fighting against the alien invasion. The alien leader also survives and begins repairing the ship while preparing an army to invade nearby areas. Sarge dies on their way exploring the land due to excessive loss of blood. They then meet Kanya and Sua, who lead them to a hut. Kanya realizes that Mark is a police officer, mistakenly thinking he is in disguise, which leads to a fight between both parties. Their fight ends when they see local police officers who have been at war since the aliens arrived, and this causes them to reconcile and team up to avoid the local police. Along the way, Kanya finds a blue bullet that she guesses is for the aliens. Mark that night reveals to his teammates that the alien machines are still human at their core, as they rely on human brains to function, meaning they could potentially be freed. The next morning, Mark awakens only to find out that someone is pointing a gun at his head, but Sua immediately takes him down. On the other hand, Audrey is shocked when she sees how much the little girl has grown in such a short time. Kanya and Sua bring their new teammates to their hideout, which is located beneath a beautiful temple called Wat Shiva, where they make a living by selling drugs. At the hideout, Mark also meets scientist Harper, who examines the girl's condition. He tests the girl's blood and finds that her unusual blood structure suggests she could be an alien. Aware of this, Kanya immediately confronts the girl, but Mark manages to calm her down, saying that the girl may be the key for them to free the human mind inside the alien machine and defeat the alien. After the situation subsides, Harper explains that the girl will die due to the rapid growth because it will deplete her entire system. Since the girl needs transfusion to survive, Mark volunteers himself because one of his arms has been affected by the alien weapon. The transfusion proves successful, and the girl appears much healthier. In space, Rose, who was introduced at the beginning of the film, finally wakes up and apparently remembers something important. Back at the temple, Harper examines a blue bullet previously found by Kanya and discovers a blue liquid inside. This liquid is responsible for controlling human minds through blue lights. It turns out the liquid is biologically compatible with human DNA, suggesting that the aliens intentionally planted humans on Earth and are now returning to harvest them. Thanks to the girl, Harper believes that her serum can be their ultimate weapon to free the human mind inside the alien machine and finally defeat the alien. Realizing that the aliens will soon return, they prepare for battle and set up traps in and around the temple. Meanwhile, the leader of the aliens boards a smaller spacecraft and surveys the surroundings. Suddenly, a massive alien appears and begins chasing Kanya. She attempts to lure the alien into the minefield, but unfortunately, she accidentally steps on a landmine. With no other choice, she sacrifices herself, and the explosion kills both her and the alien. However, this act allows the alien leader to pinpoint their location and prepare for a full-scale attack on the temple. Meanwhile, Harper finishes developing the serum, and Mark, intending to inject it into the alien's cannon, takes the syringe. The alien army arrives at the temple, unaware that they have fallen into a human trap. The explosion wipes out most of the aliens, though a few manage to break into the hideout. Sua engages one of them and successfully burns it. Just then, Mark sneaks aboard the alien mothership, but he is spotted by one of the aliens and attacked. He soon realizes that the alien is actually controlled by Trent's brain. After a scuffle, Mark injects serum into one of the bullet, causing alien Trent to recall his memories and regain consciousness. Outside the mothership, the massive alien machine, controlled by the alien leader, arrives and wreaks havoc at the temple. Meanwhile, a fierce battle ensues between the aliens and humans, during which Harper is killed while trying to save Audrey from the aliens. The alien leader sees the red bullet and destroys the launcher, preventing it from being fired. Despite this setback, the humans regroup and continue fighting the aliens this time, overpowering them and slaughtering the attacking forces. Soon after, the giant alien leader approaches but is suddenly attacked by the alien Trent, who is also using a giant machine. The battle rages on as the little girl silently moves toward the launcher, somehow managing to repair it. Alien Trent grabs the launcher and fires the red bullet, killing the alien leader. The bullet emits a blinding red light, causing the remaining aliens to regain control over themselves and return to their human consciousness. After the battle against the aliens, Audrey decides to name the little girl Rose. It is revealed that the woman seen at the start of the movie was actually the little girl, and now Rose is ready to fight back and destroy the entire alien race. What do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel for more content.